Our story begins with a saint named Bardock, once given the ability to see the future of his planet's destruction, as well as his son Kakarot, surrounded by a bunch of strange people with uniform colors, fighting a bunch of skull black-like creatures. Bardock figured something wasn't right and tried to prevent this unknown future from happening, but it was useless, and Planet Vegeta was destroyed, and his son Kakarot was sent to the planet Remnant, where he landed in Menagerie. It was here that he was raised by the most peaceful and the most fondest kind that was full of life, the Woonkongs. Of course, the Saiyan Jada was a wild and fierce one. However, the Woonkongs, despite their past, was patient that this child would get through to one day. But little did they know that that day was almost going to be a shocking one to them. A couple of Grimm attacked the village and accidentally landed a blow at the boy by the head. The Woonkongs had to bring the boy to a medic, but thankfully, the boy was alright. But due to the bump in his head, the boy was given amnesia. And from that day forward, Bannon Wukong became a loving child. Growing close with his family and following the guidance of the Wookong's free-spirited nature, Bannon was told many bedtime stories and adventures about the Demon King Piccolo, the legends and the myths of the maidens, and the path of the hunters, one of the most powerful beings a person can be. So, in this what if, this is basically what if the Planet Remnant traded places with the Universe 7 of Earth, putting the world of RWBY into Dragon Ball, having the Saiyan Goku land in Remnant. How would things change? RWBY Goku now feels more mature and becomes more aware of the differences, and learned more about the world that he already did with Grandpa Gohan. He becomes confused and a little angry on the whole humans hate fondness motto, but the Woonkongs gave the young man well advice, one that made sure he didn't exactly be put in the wrong path. As the Saiyan turned 12, he felt the need to go off on an adventure although he trained a lot with the Woonkongs, he felt the need to explore the world and fight more stronger beings. So, with the support of the Woonkongs, he left, promising that he would one day come back, stronger than ever. At the age of 13, Goku spends his entire life traveling across the Remnant. One of his first few challenges was dealing with a few huntsmen who wanted to capture him for money. He also encountered a few Grimm along the way, though people were a little freaked out when he tried to eat one of them. Goku also encountered Summer Rose, who he instantly became best friends with. In token of their friendship, she gave him something that was given to her by her old master, a flying Nimbus. Goku thanked Summer before he left, and she also given him intel on a school that could help him train to grow stronger, to which Goku becomes more excited about. Now on his flying Nimbus, Goku encountered many people and many villages, and he may or may not had accidentally messed up in Atlas days. But he did meet his two mentors. One was the Bronwyn's, who taught him many fighting skills and how to fight with power pole. However, he did not approve on their code and nature on the whole strong lives and weak dies motto. When Goku fought their leader, he didn't kill him as it would be a waste, and promised that he wanted to fight him again one day. This actually causes interest on his two children, Crow and Raven. The other mentor he had was the Nikos, the elder Nikos, who he had challenged and completely lost in the fight. This causes a motivation for him to train under him and grow stronger as his adventures follow through. The elder taught Goku how to unlock aura, something that an old being taught him a long time ago. Nikos warned Goku that he will have a tough yet free-spirited life. But his life changed when he was 17 and was leaving for Beacon Academy. Nikos gave Goku a brown and gray suit that matched his name and free-spirited nature. He also merged both the Bronwyn symbol and the Nico symbol and uses it as his own symbol. Arriving at Beacon Academy, he had met Glinda Goodwitch and Ozpin, whose first impressions with them was not so great, especially when he had to be in a team with them, along with Ozpin's brother, Wiccan. Goku also trained with Ozpin, who taught him more on spiritually, and as leader, gave him advice and more guidance throughout his time at Beacon. Glinda was, of course, a little confused, and at times angry at the Saiyans, especially when he didn't pay attention across class, or messed something up. He would have spent time with Glinda the same time he would spend around with Bulma, except Glinda actually ends up falling for the Saiyan with their free time around, and soon enough around their final year, the two started dating to Goku's confusion, who thought of dating and marriage as some type of food. He also found his first time for a forever rivalry with Wiccan, who you all know as Piccolo. So Team Sunglow was born and became one of the two best teams that Beacon, nay, Remnant, ever had. And throughout times, Team Sunglow battled many teams during the tournament, which pumped Goku up more than anyone around. One of them included their rivalry, Team Stark, which made him be reunited with Crow, Summer, and Raven. Team Stark introduced the Saiyan to Tai Yang Xiaolong, who both became a little more of a close friendship, and more of a sidekick way. Him, Tai, and Crow became kind of considered as three amigos, if you know what I mean. He also encountered Ironwood, Lionheart, Pedro, who upgraded his power pole, and so many other people around Remnant during the Vital Festival. Outside the school, they did so many challenges and quests that were in their paths, destroying Merla Industries, meeting and training with Kami and Mr. Popo to their frightened horrorization. And finally, they had to help Wiccan deal with his evil spiritual Demon King Piccolo side, which they eventually was able to defeat with the power of teamwork. Moving on with that. 5 years passed after they graduated. Goku helped Ozpin and Glinda become the future of Beacon, with helping students in combat training due to his nature and love for battle. Goku also married Glinda and had a child, which you all know as Gohan. Goku was saddened with the tragedy of Team Stark, with Raven leaving everyone behind. Goku reunited with Tai, Summer, and Crow, even introducing them to his child, Gohan, who became childhood friends with Tai's daughters, Ruby and Yang. Goku, Tai, Crow, and Summer ends up facing their biggest challenge yet, with a certain Saiyan prince and his two goons, and soon an alien tyrant. 10 years passed since that fateful day, and Ben and Glinda and their son Gohan lived a quiet life with their huntsman training. Until now.
It's 5 a.m. and my breathing has stopped again. The world goes quiet like a storm right before the end. You bite at your nails as you run to the exit sign. There's no time to wait because the day has come. Every single night, never ending. It's an endless storm and the rain's unrelenting. But that's the way this world is run, though it is a hopeless one. Even if you keep on falling, keep on moving forward even if you're barely crawling. Although you're half asleep stumbling, you've gotta keep up the fight. Once again, you're lost in that world in your head. Don't you see what you've been missing? You could be living out your wildest dreams. This tangled maze keeps on twisting, twisting, but through the chaos we will keep persisting. The sound of a bell calls for a new adventure and the start of a brand new beginning. I don't know which way I should be going. It's really scary to run not knowing, but with every step we grow stronger. I know that soon we will find our way.